Analysis. Caution remains over lockdown roadmap plan. The speedier rollout of the vaccine is likely to raise expectations and pressure for swifter unlocking in England, but the government is still talking the language of caution. Senior Minister with finalized the roadmap plan today before it's presented to the wider cabinet for approval tomorrow. It's unlikely that any restrictions will change before 8 March, when the government hopes to get all children back into schools. The Prime Minister has long said that is his top priority, but it is likely that a small spread will be made from that day to allow people to meet one other person outdoors for social purpose rather than just for exercise. A Downing Street source said this would be the beginning of allowing people to meet each other for socializing once again as the government recognized the impact of not seeing loved ones. It is understood various options, which could include reintroducing the rule of six, are being considered for the weeks beyond. There will be weeks between lockdown easing steps. Coronavirus restrictions will be eased with weeks between the steps, Matt Hancock has said. The Health Secretary told Times Video it takes a few weeks for the impact of lifting measures to be seen, he says. Hence, there will be weeks between the steps so that we can watch carefully. Hancock also says social distancing measures and the wearing of face covering are likely to remain for a while. I want to see it more about personal responsibility over time as we have vaccinated more and more of the populations, he says. Promising data on transmission with vaccine. Data on whether the COVID vaccine affects transmission is looking really good, says Prof. Peter Openstone, a member of the government respiratory virus threat advisory group NERVTech. It is really looking promising that vaccination not only stops you being at risk personally, but also interrupts transmission to some degree, he told BBC Video's Force broadcasting host. We still need to estimate just how much that is, but it is looking really good. Asked whether the thought this would be the last lockdown, he said. I don't think we can say that. I mean, we are all desperately sure that it should be, and I think that what we don't want is a sort of stop-start lockdown. I think we have learned from the past that taking strong action and continuing that strong action and taking action early and maintaining it until we've really got no levels of infection is what we ought to be doing, he added. Combined with that, we really need to be able to track and trace the residual case.